MatPat, although receiving hate in his more recent years of YouTube, was an absolute bona fide legend between 2013 to 2018. If you're confused about how one man led a group of channels which would garner a combined subscriber base of nearly 42 million and 9 billion views, then you clearly don't know the story of MatPat. Hello, I'm Samps. I make internet documentaries, and today we're going to be covering the untold story of MatPat. MatPat, or Matthew Robert Patrick, was a man who failed at the one thing he was good at, and in his darkest moment turned to a world where he never planned on going. MatPat was born on the 15th of November in 1986. He grew up in Medina, Ohio, and gained an interest for theatre and arts at the Medina High School, along with an interest for video games. One story that portrays what type of person MatPat was in high school was when he prevented a fellow student from taking their own life.
In high school, I was pretty cool because I was the president of the men's chorus. I know a lot of you who aren't clapping are just horrendously jealous of me. I don't blame you. I too would be jealous of someone who is president of a club of men who got together at 6:30 in the morning to sing. And I noticed that there's this new face, that there's this freshman who I'd never seen before, who is sitting kind of off on his own in the corner of the room, not really talking to anyone. I'm the president. I gotta make sure that everyone's having a good time at the men's chorus. So I go out and I, sit next to him, introduce myself. And I quickly learn that his name is Mark. And Mark is kind of a funny kid. He's a bit overweight. He has this high tenor voice, a little crackly at the time, and he walks with this really extreme turnout. He has kind of like a duck walk. It's really cute. But at the same time, he's also one of the sweetest, most genuine people that you could ever meet. He's fantastic. He and I become fast friends because he tells me in that first conversation that he's actually into drama, and me being like the total theater geek outside of being a total choir geek. I'm like, oh my gosh, totally, let's absolutely audition later this week for the show. I'll introduce you to everyone in the club. It'll be awesome. You'll have a great time. And he says, thank you. And I'm like, thank you for what? And he's like, thank you for saving my life.
After high school, MatPat went on to Duke University to further study his passions, theatre and video game design. This, as we would see later, would give him a blend of skills which would be crucial for his later work. While in university, MatPat tried his hand at auditioning for acting roles across New York. However, he was only met with rejection. These experiences, though challenging, helped him gain insights into storytelling and script writing. Similar to how Sylvester Stallone wrote his own movies because he couldn't get casted, MatPat pretty much did the same thing, creating the channel Game Theory in 2011. Making his own videos. The channel's unique approach to exploring video game lore, history, and mechanics through the lens of real-world science caught the attention of many viewers at the time. His background in theatre and video game design allowed him to create content that was not only informative, but also highly rewarding and entertaining. Although it could be serious content at times, his fun, quirky personality made all of the videos entertaining to watch.
Watch your calories.
Don't you tell me how many calories I need, bitch!
And this was even further amplified as the editing of the videos got better and better. The unique niche that MatPat carved out with Game Theory quickly separated himself from all the other mindless seeming channels at the time. MatPat gained a loyal fanbase, and it kept growing every time he covered a video game, like Five Nights at Freddy's for example, making videos which would appeal to fanbases that already existed. His ability to break down complex theories and present them in a simple way resonated with both gamers and non-gamers. But although MatPat was generally loved in the community, he did land himself in a few controversies. One of them was for when MatPat was cancelled for not crediting the image creators. As MatPat used a lot of images in his editing, people found he was using images, however not crediting the creators of those images. It was a sucky situation because he couldn't really rectify it all, seeing as he would have to go back on all of his old videos and credit the people. But he quickly made a video responding to the issue and fixed it on from there. The next controversy MatPat got himself into was a lot more predictable one, and that was angering the Five Nights at Freddy's community, a very toxic fan base. Every time he made a video on it, everyone would hate on what he said.
This theory is literal cancer. No, my friend, no it's not. It is not a literal cancer. And if me suggesting that a fictional character in a YA murder bunny game is a robot is that bad to you, go touch grass.
At the end of the day, MatPat's success with Game Theory has made him a prominent figure in the online community. He's branched off building a bigger team and made 3 other channels, and he's now stepping down as the head of the brand to focus on his family. Although it may be sad, it seems like it's the right thing to do. But who knows, he may step back up to this role. If you want to stay updated, then why not subscribe? Also, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll like my video on Jake Paul vs KSI.